Welcome to TuberChat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is the Weightlifting Geek with 702 subscribers right now. It's great that they've hit that milestone. We'd love to get them a little bit farther to keep that locked in and get them rolling towards the 800 that they'll now be thinking about. I've got a few names on the wheel already. We will get a lot more happening soon enough, but I Am Betty J Gathers is there along with Frasball Collects. They both happen to be members, as well as Mrs. VSNC09. So the members always get added to the wheel right away. Scratch and PPA, of course, is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator here and is on the wheel, as well as a brand new channel that we saw here in the chat for the first time yesterday, but didn't get a chance to look at. That's the BC Family Dispatcher. So as promised, I've added your channel to the wheel right away. Hilda DC is here from our moderator squad as well and is on there. As well in the chat today, we don't always get to see Michael's adventures as often as we have in the last week, but it's been a pleasure. Michael's Adventures, again, is another extremely supportive creator who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. Kristen Welton, my love, is in the house. She is here as a moderator and a member, and so is Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. So I'm just getting them onto the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Pardon me, and we will get some more names from our chat list onto the wheel soon enough. Dora Health Educator, good to see you here for the second time. I'm going to do some more introductions in a second here. I'm just going to get Angel Light Over Darkness 33 onto the wheel. They happen to be a member as well. They've been with me for about 2.5 years, since before TuberChat even started live streaming almost 2 years ago. The Gaming Ham is also a member and is being added. When we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, we'll add some more names from our chat list. And I'll ask for everybody's patience. I always am behind in the chat when we begin the stream. So if you have something you'd like me to see, like a question or a comment, just please save it for another 5 minutes or so if you don't mind. And then we will have an opportunity to get me to see what you're looking for. Thank you, the Gaming Ham. I'm always good. I Am Betty J Gathers. Thank you for a reminder for those thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I see we've got at least one brand new channel in the chat. Burundian Traveler, I believe we met outside actually, so thank you for being here for what I believe is the first time. And then I think everybody else who's in the chat right this second has been here before. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. But Burundian Traveler, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody here will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, is in the house. She also happens to be a member, so I've got her on the wheel. Camp Stilkey is here. And we'll spin the wheel right now. The Weightlifting Geek, of course, wants to motivate us. I keep picking on them because they took a day off from the gym the other day. I've taken about a year off. And they went to play pool the other day. They were talking about that. They're posting so frequently, I'm finding it impossible to keep up. So I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list, and that will hopefully help me catch up a little bit and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. The Gaming Ham is an interesting name for a channel because this creator brings us gameplay, but also is an advocate for the amateur radio community, lovingly known as ham radio. radio. Therefore, we have the name The Gaming Hand, but they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. So I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to move them a little bit closer to the 200 subscribers. We know they're thinking about Boy, I wonder if I'm pronouncing that right. I see Arsh all the time supporting other creators, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that last name, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'll appreciate it. I'd love to promote everybody as best I can when you're here. Barebones Living, good to see you in the house. Chocolate Drop, good to have you back. Craig's Outdoor Adventures has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while now. Facing Reality has been a shining jewel in the TuberChat family for a long, long time. God Soldiers, of course, wants to motivate us in a religious way. I see that Jamie Hart has come in, and that is one of our brand newest members. So I'm going to get them onto the wheel as well. Martin X Honcho, I think you've been here once before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. And again, our instructions for how we connect here and how to make your subscription stick, how to get support from other creators is in our video description. Needs Watches is in the house. And Michael Vlogs, good to see you back in the house as well. Nikki D Official is here just about every day. Nita VR Designs is here. Philip Lemon. And Queen's Life, of course, Mean Tea won't be too far behind. Rock Chick Beauty is a longtime friend of TuberChat. Runneth Over Garden and Life, good to see you in the house again. I don't think we've had a chance to look at your channel, right? So I'm going to put you on the wheel right away because I know you were here. I forget if it was yesterday. Forgive me for not being certain about that. But I want to make sure anybody that was missed yesterday gets a chance for today. We try to get through every channel every day if we can, but TuberChat's been very busy for a long time. It's grown and gotten busier, for which I'm very grateful, but we can't get to every channel every single day. So we'll get as many on the screen and the wheel as we can today. We're not in any hurry to go anywhere. We've got 2.5 hours if everybody wants to hang out that long. She Stole My Thunder, good to see you in the house. Sweetheart's Custom Creations, good to have you back. The Bud Files is here, and all that fluff and stuff is here from Australia as well. Business Services and Opportunities means that Charlene Heel is in the house with a second channel. And I'm going to spin the wheel again. Let's see who's coming up next. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. We're doing spectacularly again for thumbs up. So yesterday was like a record day, I think, for the beginning of the stream. Today might be doing really well as well. So thank you, everybody, for that. All of those engagement signals to the algorithm really do help. So this is why, hosts, especially in live streams and premieres, are reminding everybody to give that thumbs up. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that in your videos. You absolutely should be doing what you can to entice people to give that thumbs up, subscribe to your channel, leave comments for you, and engage conversation in the chat as well. And then, thank you, Chocolate Drop. Hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. Lori's Tech Time is coming up. We're looking at Hilda DC. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And March Girl, good to see you in the house. I think that's a brand new channel for TuberChat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So forgive me for everything I've missed in the chat. If you've mentioned a question or a comment right now, like up until now, I probably haven't seen it. So if you don't mind, please be patient with me. Just mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. I know that's harder to do on a phone. We were talking about that at the beginning of the stream, or Michael's Adventures, I Am Betty J Gathers, and a few other creators might have been talking about it. When you're on a phone, you can @mention other creators, and what that means is putting an @ symbol and then the full creator's name. For somebody like Hilda DC, it's easy to do, but for somebody like Scratch and PPA or TuberChat Connect and Grow, it's next to impossible. So it's Scratch and PPA does a better job of watching the chat than I do, but I miss a lot because not everybody cannot mention that way. So 3 thumbs up should help me see your message a little bit easier. Pardon me, my goodness. And Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. I've set the reminder for the premiere she's got coming up on Monday. She's been a member of our moderator squad for a long, long time. But she's an unbelievably supportive creator, somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than she expects to receive. She mixes up all the different types of content. So she's got shorts that do very well. She's got videos that come out just about every single day, and then live streams in between. And what you'll find in her content more than anything else are, first of all, positive affirmations, both from the host, from the chat bots like Nightbot that she's got running through there, as well as in special effects on her videos that she runs. It's a very positive and motivating channel. But her content consists of challenges and almost like taste test reviews a lot of times, almost in a mukbang style. So she's got a very unique way of presenting her content, but she's doing it so frequently, it's really like unbelievable and almost impossible to catch up with her. But we try. And like I said, it's almost every day. So she's got a really fast-paced, high-energy chat that rolls with her content because she always premieres or live streams. And then she has other people come up with her on StreamYard. She goes up with other people. So I'm always happy to see people share content in that way. It's another way to show generosity. Come hither with Heather. Good to see you in the house. And Queen's Life just dropped a super chat on us. So thank you for that extra support to get us started for today. And you'll see that Hilda DC is also monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. Queen's Life is coming up right now because they dropped that super chat on us. I really do appreciate that. They've done that before. Their son's channel is Meanty. We'll look at that in a moment. I'm just going to set my reminder for your premiere that you've got coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a bit of a different kind of day. It's Easter for us here in Canada, so I have some family time to go and enjoy. TuberChat will still run, but it's going to be extremely late. Probably is not as late as I've got it scheduled right now, but it will be much, much later than we usually do. I try not to do streams that late unless we absolutely have to, but family is obviously extremely important, and I always take those holidays to spend with my family. So I think Emotion is here. I missed you coming in, but it's good to see you in the house. Woman Outdoors is here. I've got you both on the Wheel of Doom now. We will add some more names to the wheel from our chat list as we need them. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Queen's Life is really bringing us pure variety on their channel, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. You can see already that they are mixing up the content. They've got shorts, they've got videos, they've got streams. I wish I caught this. Sorry I didn't miss that Get Ready With Me Dollar Tree haul. Professional Paranormal Research, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Woman Outdoors is on a lunch break. I do appreciate every moment that everybody spends here in TuberChat. Every single second matters, absolutely. Pardon me while I whip my green screen back into place here. Even if you can only come by for a moment to say hello, give a thumbs up, all of that really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. John Paul is an 8-year veteran of YouTube. Good to see you in the house. Outgoing Azzy is in the house as well. We're hoping that Outgoing Azzy will have a premiere for us after TuberChat one day next weekend. So I'm going to work with Azzy to try to get that set up so we can go and visit his channel raid. He's just about to hit 5,000 subscribers. So let's look at Meanty. This is Queen's Life's son. They're both here every day in TuberChat since finding us. Meanty is an official artist channel. You see the little music note beside the name there, and has hip-hop music that's been coming out lately. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And it's been about a month, so hopefully we'll see some new content coming from this creator soon enough. Jessica's Dumpster Girls, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. And thank you one more time, Queen's Life, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that, for that that reason, we looked at their channel right away. Aaron Hockey, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy. She's been doing a lot of sharing on Instagram lately, for which I'm grateful. And you're actually leaving me an opportunity to remember that I put out an Instagram post today but did not do the story. I wonder how much of a headache it's going to be for everybody if I try to get my phone hooked up to QuickTime and see if I can demonstrate for everybody quickly how I do my stories, but we'll try. Needs Watches is here. Obviously, they do one thing. They do it extremely well. They talk about watches. They have a very engaged audience when it comes to that. This is out of control. Thank you, everybody. We're having another record day. I try not to put too much focus on different milestones. It's wonderful to celebrate these things, and it's not really a milestone. So often we will hit 70 thumbs up within the first hour of streaming. Yesterday we did it in a half an hour, and today we did it in 19 minutes. So thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. If you haven't already given one, I hope that you will, but they really do help. But I can't do anything but laugh because it's really astounding, and I really do appreciate all the support. March Girl still in the house. Good to see you here. And Northeast England Railway Clips is in the house. I've got a couple channels that talk about Northeast, so you'll have to forgive me while I stumble there. Northeast England Railway Clips. That's why, exactly why we moved the times around of the TuberChat live streams. Tomorrow's going to be extremely late. It actually might be early morning for you. I have to figure that out. But Monday will be a much easier time for you to deal with. And then usually Sundays and Mondays are a little more convenient for our friends in the UK. So, Needs Watches, of course, is talking about watches. I'm just going to take your latest video, and I'm going to add this into my, or actually, it's not your latest. Forgive me, I did that yesterday. I'm going to take your most popular video, which is this Tudor is the new Rolex, if I'm pronouncing that name right. I still have a lot to learn from Needs Watches, but I'm going to add that video into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Needs Watches mixes up the content as well with live streams. I caught them the other day, and they post frequently, as we can see. Hopefully we'll step that up to once a week as a minimum, and everybody will enjoy that. There's obviously a lot to learn there, and a lot of watch fanatics that are around the world. So Needs Watches is a perfect example of an extremely niched channel. They do one thing, they do it well. So Lori's Tech Time is coming up next. Let's see what they've got going on. She happens to be a member as well. I wanted to talk to Lori's Tech Time. I forgot. I made a note yesterday. I told everybody I made a note in my notebook, but I didn't reach out to you yet. She's got a new banner, and the cartoon on this banner is great. I'm assuming that that's a cartoon or some kind of a photoshopped picture. I just wanted to ask you about that because it's really well done. But we can see that she's got a new banner. I'm happy when channels dress up a little bit. I tend not to. I've got a lot of channels, both my own and ones I run for other people, and they tend to stay pretty static. The avatar, the banners don't change. But it can be refreshing when you do. Rock Chick Beauty is somebody who often changes up her channel. So you just have to decide what's right for your own situation. Dave's Who Reviews is actually Thrill Seeks. He is a Doctor Who fan and has a second channel for that reason. Thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. So for that reason, we're going to look at Dave's Who Reviews and his other channel next before I start spinning the wheel again. Kicking It with Lulu. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Lori's Tech Time brings us tech reviews, usually from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, but as well is doing a lot of gameplay lately and is considerate about the idea of changing up the games to address what the audience is reacting to, which is great stuff. So I've been lucky to catch her many times. She's got 734 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 that she's thinking about. So let's look at Dave's Who Reviews, and this is the second channel from Thrill Seeks. We'll see what he's got here and has come up with for content. This is a little bit of a it's that there's, forgive me, it's not that it's a popular name for a channel, it's that there's popular words, right? Dave is a very popular name. Reviews is obviously a popular word to be in a channel name. And Lori's Tech Time says she used an app to cartoon that picture, letting me know the name of the app. I'll appreciate it greatly because it's fantastically done. Not every cartoon app or Photoshop picture and things like that. You can find lots of people on Fiverr to get that done. But the way that picture looks is exactly kind of what I've been looking for a long time. So I appreciate that. Eric Ebo Elliott, number 2, good to see you in the house. Oracles and Beyond is a longtime friend of TuberChat, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Dave's Who reviews no content yet, but that's okay. Or no new content, but that's all right. Hopefully he'll pick that up. So this is where we see reviews from Doctor Who and all things in that arena from the same creator behind Thrill Seeks. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly. It helps to get a couple more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, not just today, but in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. So forgive me, Thrill Seeks, I'm behind with you right now. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list. What Thrill Seeks brings us more than anything else is theme park and particularly roller coaster footage, which is great because with the last couple of years, we've all had, not everybody's been able to get out to some of these places the way we have before. And even if you're not the kind of person who enjoys the big monster roller coasters, I like roller coasters, but there's many that I don't like. But I do enjoy the fun that we see people having when they're on some of these thrill rides, and Thrill Seeks brings that to us, which is great. And he's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and a dear friend for a very long time. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Germ on the board, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think this is your second time here. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but it's good to have you in the house. And Dory UG Media, good to see you back again. I know you made it in late yesterday, which is great. I appreciate every moment everybody spends, but you're here early, so hopefully we'll get a chance to look at your channel today. Thrill Seeks also allows and encourages people to connect in their live streams the same way that we do here in TuberChat, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to get another channel up here. Thank you one more time, Thrill Seeks and Dave's Who Reviews, for the Super Chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. For that reason, we put that channel up right away, but now we're back to spinning the wheel. Another creator who's been with me since the beginning of TuberChat, probably for 2.5 years, if I remember correctly, is Angel Light Over Darkness 33, and she's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. She has a very unique channel, the only one I've come across that does what she does. So whether there are others or not, we'd have to search and find out, but she definitely does a great job with what she does. She reads angel numbers for people coming in, especially to her live stream. She mixes up videos as well, but she does this for free. And it can give you some insight as to what might have been happening in your life, what is to come. And it's very unique. So I hope everybody will check this out. She's been a dear, dear friend for a very long time. And then Outgoing Azzy, we're going to do a premiere for next week instead of today, because now that I'm on, I can't, it's going to be too difficult for us to try to arrange and make sure that that's done, considering it's your first time. So next week, we'll try to do one. For today, just put your video out if you want to, the way you normally would. And then next week, we'll try to arrange something where we can raid. All that fluff and stuff, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at all that fluff and stuff next. And thank you for the reminder of Easter. I'm going to be spending time with family tomorrow, so we're going to have an extremely late live stream. And pardon me while I'm just looking at something. Angel Light Over Darkness 33 is fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm going to try something very quickly. Whether this is going to work or not, I'm not sure. I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to try to get my phone onto the screen. Oh, I've already made a mistake. I think we have a brand new channel that just came in the chat. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to try to do this quickly, and then we're going to get to all that fluff and stuff, and then we're going to continue on. So when I look at how to make a story, I'm going to go, or how I make my stories. So I go to my Instagram post. There's a little triangle under the words View Insights there. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to say Add Post to your story, right? When you just tap right on the post, it gives you these two different options for how to present it. For those of you who've seen our stories, I always do it this way. In the top right, you see the little smiley face there, and that is for stickers. So I always add a hashtag. For today, I'm going to do a special one, new YouTubers. And when you tap it a couple times, you can change the way that it looks. So I always drag that down to the bottom. It's not very important. I just put it in there for the algorithm on Instagram. And then the next thing I'm going to do is grab a link for today's live stream. So I go to YouTube, I go to my channel, and I go to the live stream. I click the three dots, and I'm going to click share and copy the link. It's already copied. I'm going to go back to Instagram, and you can see the link sticker in about the center of the screen right now. I'm going to click on that. All I have to do now is paste the URL. You can customize the sticker text, but I never do. I kind of want people to know it's a YouTube link, so I leave it the way it is. I'm going to also look for a special sticker that says the word live, just so that people who haven't seen TuberChat before on Instagram understand that it's a live stream, hopefully. And then as well, the last thing that I always do is add music, and I usually do that from our copyright-free music channel. So there's the music sticker there, and I'm just going to grab the first song that comes up for now because we want to get this done quickly. As I press on it a couple of times, it shows me a couple different ways to present it, and you can change the color. I always put it the same way here. You've seen that before, anybody who's following us on Instagram. That's it. Share, and our story is done and out there. You could send it to other people, but I just wanted to show you that very quickly. Let's get our phone out of here, and we will get to all that fluff and stuff. So forgive me, I haven't watched a single thing in the chat while I was doing that tutorial because I wanted to race through it. If you did want to go and watch that back, we were about 28 minutes into episode number 388 of TuberChat. You can mark that number and time down. You can go back and watch that again if you need to. I've done a much better Instagram tutorial on my personal channel. If you want to go and follow that, it does a better job of explaining, and it is much more well done and slower. I didn't race my way through it, but luckily I've done that 388 times now, so I can get it done fairly quickly. So thank you everybody for your patience with that. When we look at all that fluff and stuff from Australia, we see a creator who is another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They gave us a super chat and some well wishes for Easter, so hopefully everybody's holidays are off to a good start. I know there are different holidays for different people, different special religious days and things like that. Forgive me for not being versed on the different ones in the different countries and the different regions and the dates and the different details of different holidays for myself. It just means getting together with family. We have our Easter dinner, which is somewhat of a feast, and I enjoy spending time with family, so that's what we're going to do. Chris and Larry Homestead, good to see you in the house. Crescent Art Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for the share. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then, yeah, that's something they started recently, Lori's Tech Time. They used to have links reserved only for channels, I believe, over 10,000 or something like that. But they've added them to stories for everybody for now. And then we're all praying that they're going to add them to posts one of these days. I think you can add them in posts if you have 10,000 or if you pay or have a business account or whatever that is. But don't quote me. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't done that yet. So all that fluff and stuff usually brings us outdoors. They're usually on the water. They bring us mud crabbing. They bring us reef fishing. They bring us snorkeling. And being in Australia, they have experienced their summer months up until now. So things are probably going to cool off for them while they warm up for those of us in climates like myself, where I'm close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. But hope for everybody will enjoy their content. And Glory A. Iwachukwu, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it's great to have you here. I think you're here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And Relax and Enjoy by Vanessa. It's good to see you here for the first time too. So again, our instructions are in our video description. Here in TuberChat, we believe wholeheartedly in the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. And so my recommendation is to connect with people slowly, one at a time, and start a conversation with somebody to let them know you want to connect. Head to their channel, make the first move, support them first. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. Dragon's Picks, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. AceFlaw1 is here as well. Thank you also for being here. Pardon me just for a second. I'm going to, I just need a moment. I'll be right back. House of X Entertainment Inc. is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel in a moment as well. Okay, pardon me for that. I did say I was going to get House of X Entertainment Inc. onto our Wheel of Doom. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And if anybody mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again in the chat with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will hopefully catch it the next time around. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn. It's good to see you in the house if I didn't already welcome you. And Camp Silky is here with 99 subscribers. Now, they happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel right away. Members, of course, get added to the wheel as soon as I see them. And there's Faye Blatcher right now. So let's get Faye Blatcher on the wheel. And Camp Silky, we would love to get up and over the 100 subscribers. It's a wonderful milestone. I think it's an important one in everybody's YouTube journey. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but we also have more generous creators connected to each other than ever before to help push each other along. And we see a lot of that, especially from the homesteading community, where Camp Silky has come to TuberChat from. So when we're looking for different milestones like, 100, 200, 3, and things like this, we want to aim just a little bit higher, maybe to 105, 110. Keep working on it because YouTube likes to play games with all of our numbers, whether it is our watch hours, our thumbs up, our views, just about everything, our subs, and even our thumbs down sometimes disappear after a couple of days. So we just want to aim a little bit higher, so if YouTube plays around, then you don't slip back below that milestone again. And then all that fluff and stuff says today is their Easter. After this, they'll go to church and have a family lunch. Very cool. Thank you. And thank you for your generous super chat again. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. So the BC Family Dispatcher is a brand new channel for TuberChat. Now we're going to look at that channel guaranteed today because it's already on the wheel. They were here with us yesterday, but didn't quite get a chance to get onto the wheel. So we'll see what happens today. but I'm going to try to move a little bit faster starting now through channels than I have up until this moment. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Camp Silky. As we can see, they're mixing up their content, and they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat for a while. Like I said, they've been a member for a while as well. Thank you so much, Northeast England Railway Clips. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can... yes, every moment that everyone can spend here in TuberChat. And thank you for the well wishes for everybody for Easter. I know there's different holidays and different celebrations that happen around the world, but I do appreciate those kind words, of course. So thank you. And... oh, thank you, Dragon's Picks. Yes, again, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just running us in the background or if you're hopping in and out of the chat and things like that. The best success for everybody, of course, is always when you're making the first move. The Wheel of Doom, that we call it, is run by basically a list that comes through one of our robots called Botissimo. And it keeps statistics, not only for how long everybody is here, but how active they are in the chat, how much they're interacting together. So it's not just about how long you're here, and obviously the people who are most active in the chat are the ones who get added to the wheel first. We never know how long it's going to take after you're on the wheel because it's random, but eventually we try to get through every channel if we can, or at least as many as we possibly can in a 2 to 2.5 hour period. This is Kristen Welton. She's been posting a lot of videos this week. I can see I'm already behind. Now, Kristen is my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. We live together close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada, but she has her own channel doing her own thing. She's had some success with shorts, hitting almost 20 and almost 30,000 views. As well, she's done a lot of product reviews lately and unboxing videos, but she's got lifestyle videos, collaborations with other creators, and she's fully monetized. She's got super chats and memberships available when you get there. Michael's Adventures is grilling up a couple of steaks. It's always at least 2 at a time. And Kristen Welton has almost 1,400 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther and get her to hit that milestone as well. You can see she's got a lot of featured channels here, and like I said, she's here both as a moderator and a member. Oh, and then that's interesting. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn. Yeah, lots of different venues like that are going to be a little bit out of schedule when it comes to these big religious holidays and things like that. True Crime Time with Cassie and Molly is the second channel from Oracles and Beyond. When we get a chance to look at one of those, we will get a chance to look at both, as a matter of fact. Jamie Hart is one of our newest members, so they were already on the wheel, pardon me. There's nothing wrong with my voice today. I'm just coughing a little bit for no reason. I think it's just because we're moving so fast today. Jamie Hart is coming up right now with 390 subscribers. We'd love to get them a little bit closer to that 400 that they're thinking about. I don't know if we can get you all the way there today, but we should be able to get you a little bit closer. And then Pull My Pork Barbecue, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a longtime friend of TuberChat. MTGV TV is here. They actually have 2 channels as well, but thank you for coming back in. Thank you for renewing that membership. They've done that before. MTGV TV is going to get added to the wheel as all members are added as soon as I see them in the chat. And then, of course, that means that continuing on, they'll be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat any day that they're here moving forward. Same with John H. Shelton. They happen to be a member as well. Panda Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Oh, I see. Wow, that's great. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn. That's a great problem to have, is when you've got too many people attending. So that's fantastic. It means there's a lot of positivity getting pushed out. So Jamie Hart is somebody I'm still getting to know. They've been with TuberChat for a little while now, but like I said, have been a member. I'm just catching up with their content. As you can see, they do short videos, they do long videos, and then they do a lot of live streaming as well, and I've been lucky to catch them a couple of times. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we'll push them a little bit closer to that 400. Let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And it looks like it's going to be Charlene Heel coming up. Forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. If anybody mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. Charlene Heel is coming up right now. She's actually got a couple of channels. Now, she is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. She spreads that on her channel and everywhere she goes. So, Garden at Table with Heather Lynn says, during the summer, just have one service. Better air conditioning. Interesting. Yeah, that's going to be an important thing, right? Especially if you want people to be comfortable and continue to attend. So, Charlene Heel is up here right now with 736 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer towards the 800 that they're thinking about. And she, on her channel, is bringing us natural healing, coaching, and transformation. But this is a creator who I describe as seeming to be everywhere all the time. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams myself as much as I can, trying to support other creators, I run into Charlene Heel out there doing the same thing, supporting people. And she brings her positivity, motivation, and energy everywhere she goes. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with her. You'll find some of that support coming back to you the same way that I'm talking about right now. John H. Shelton is just dropping a highlighted milestone message through the chat. Those are reserved for members. They're really cool because for anybody that is a member on a channel where those are enabled, you get one of those messages for free. It doesn't cost any extra money, but it looks like a super chat and it goes through the chat. You get one of those per month, which is really cool. So thank you for sending that through. John H. Shelton has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and a member. He's been a member for quite a few months, but has been a supporter for much longer than that. Much longer. Pardon me. My dear, I'm making myself laugh now. EUJ, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I just saw another channel, Painting with Squirrels. I wonder if you've been here before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. And we do have a lot of dynamic creators here that will come through the chat. Our instructions are always in our video description, so you can maximize your time here and connect with as many people as possible within the next hour and a half or so. Business services and opportunities is the second channel from Charlene Heel. I want to know, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And, you have been here before. Forgive me, Painting with Squirrels. I was sure I recognized the name, but I don't know if we've had your channel on the screen yet before. Business services and opportunities is where Charlene Heel brings us the same positivity and motivation that we know from her original channel, but with the added bonus of opportunities to possibly build wealth. So with 120 subscribers here, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther and get her rolling towards the 200 that we know she's thinking about. So I'll spin the wheel again. I'm going to try to start moving a little bit faster. I know I say that often. Painting with Squirrels, yes. We're hoping. I wonder if you have a disclaimer on your videos to say no squirrels were harmed in the creation of this painting. I Am Betty J Gathers is coming up. She's usually first in the door. I've been hanging out with her a couple of times this week on live streams as well. I Am Betty J Gathers is an extremely energetic, positive, and motivating creator. They constantly help with reminders to give thumbs up. They're probably responsible for hundreds of thumbs up here in TuberChat. If you haven't already given one for today, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. When we look at her channel, we see pure variety, but she is trying to motivate us, usually with the idea of healthy living more than anything else lately, but she is mixing up the content as well. We get to see that along with a lot of featured channels. Pardon me. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started, and that's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from. And if you have featured TuberChat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. For that reason, we're putting their channel up right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel afterwards. And oh, is there an animated action when you hit the like button? I want to see it for myself here. I'm not sure what that was that Charlene Heel is talking about. I'm going to have to pay attention. Here, you know what we're going to do? Let's see what happens if I have what she's talking about. We're going to go to one of Sam's videos right now. I'm going to add this one into my catch-up list. And then we'll go back to his channel in a second, but I just want to see if something happens when I hit the like. I don't see an animation, but maybe I'm missing what you're talking about. Loonies. Oh, Lonnies. I say loony because here in Canada, we have a dollar coin that's got a loon on it. We call them loonies. So I got to read that better. Lonnie's Songs and Other Things. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Yeah, tomorrow's stream's going to be way out there just because I've got family time. I can't be certain when I'll be back, so I have to set it extremely late. Either way, it's going to be way, way, way too late for Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. He's in the UK. So Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More brings us a lot of train videos. Next up, we're going to look at Lonnie's Songs and Other Things. So thank you for that super chat as well. And soon we will get back to spinning our Wheel of Doom. Now, Sam brings us a lot of train videos, but in between those are a lot of random videos, usually vlogs, and sometimes product reviews or unboxings. EUJ, I'm always doing good, so thank you for asking. Hopefully you are as well. I'm going to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list in a little while. I usually do that when we get down to about 5 or 6 names. Oh, Jamie Hart just saw a loony in your pond. Yes. I don't know if everybody knows what a loon exactly is, but you probably are familiar with the sound that they make. I don't know if this is true, but I have heard that loons are very special because they usually mate for life, and once they pick a lake, they stay there, and it's usually one pair of loons per lake, and they will only leave if another seemingly more powerful couple of loons come to take over. But it's interesting. These are a couple weird, interesting things. You can fact check me on that and see how wrong I am. That's just hearing from a book that I once read. So Sam Talks Trains and More also does a lot of live streams where they allow people to connect in the same way that we do here in TuberChat. He's been a dear friend for a long time. He's here both as a moderator and a member. He's got Super Chats available along with memberships to support him because he is fully monetized. So let's look at Lonnie's Songs and Other Things. And thank you again, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, and Lonnie's Songs and Other Things for your Super Chats. I really do appreciate that extra support. So when we look at this channel, it is a brand new connection for us here in TuberChat for the first time. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is go through your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes to connect with. I know you've got much longer stuff. You're doing a lot of streaming. I won't take too long to look, but what I will likely do is take this 20-minute stream replay, and I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Happalistic Kitchen is in the house. Good to see you here. Chosen DK Brand, good to see you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And I am Betty J Gathers and Pull My Pork. Thank you so much for the reminders. Yes, we're doing well. We're at 93 thumbs up already within the first hour, which is great to see. I really do appreciate that from everyone. And MTGV TV has actually been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They've just renewed a membership, so that means, of course, they were added to the wheel right away, and they will be every day that they're here as soon as I see them in the chat. Kiss My Scratch is here for the second time. They were here yesterday, and they also dropped a super chat on us at that point. Because of that, we're going to look at that channel next before I spin the wheel again. And then, yeah, there are Dragon's Picks. You know, the number one thing that I hear that people enjoy about their YouTube journey when asked is the friendships that are made along the way. For myself, of course, that's the thing. And you hear in the stories that I tell, the friends that I have made, you know, the way I talk about different creators that I've gotten to know over all this time. I really enjoy getting to know creators behind the channels, regardless of what we're doing, right? But you do meet a lot of interesting people from all over the world. You know, it's easier to make friends from all over the world than ever before now with the internet, but YouTube is doing a great job of that. Frasball Collects is a member, actually, but they just dropped a super chat on us as well, so we're going to look at them right after Kiss My Scratch. And I do see that we also have a new member. Chris and Larry Homestead has just gotten a membership, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. What that means is from now on, when you're here in TuberChat, I am going to add you onto our Wheel of Doom as soon as you get here. And for right now, I've just added you on there immediately, and then it won't be very long before we look at your channel. I didn't realize Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has taken over our Stream Boss position. What that is the video game life meter that you see under my camera right there. And the last person to knock the life out of the current Stream Boss becomes the new Stream Boss, and that's done by Super Chats and memberships, of course. Interestingly, those highlighted milestone messages that the members can send through the chat count for about 499 or 500 points each. And those are interesting to tip the tables over there as well. And the BC family still in the house. I've still got you on the wheel. It shouldn't be, we never know. We never know. I want to say it shouldn't be too long before we get to your channel, but we never know. The wheel's random, right? I know it takes a little while to get onto the wheel these days, especially the last couple of days. This seems to be a very busy weekend. Tomorrow, I don't know what to expect. It should be much different because we're doing our stream in a very different time slot. I have to do it extremely late. So we'll see what happens, and I'm going to have to wreck my notifications for that reason. When you play around with the times of your streams or premieres, the more you move them, I find that the less notifications effectively get out. I could be wrong. It seems that way, especially when you move close to start time. And I always set everything in advance. So I've tried this a lot of times, but it's an interesting thing. So MTGV TV, I am way behind with you, as I can see, but I'm going to take a couple of your videos here. I'm going to add them into my catch-up list. I'm going to take the two that are here on this first shelf, and then I'm going to take this stream replay as well that you've got in your featured position, and that will help me get caught up a little bit. They've actually got a second channel. I'm just going to see if I can show that to you easily here as well. Sometimes they simulcast. MTGV TV2. Let me see if I can find this without too much trouble. Their first channel is always going to come up. Oh, I see they've changed the name. I should have known that. Team Viral. So they've changed the name because MTGV TV stands for Make This Go Viral TV. So they changed the name of the second channel. But that's okay. So hopefully everybody will support them here as well. With 260 subscribers, we'd love to get them moving a little bit farther. I'm going to take this stream replay as well and add that into my catch-up list so I can catch up with you. Kiss My Scratch is coming up next. They dropped a super chat on us, and they did the same thing yesterday. So we'll have a look at them for the second time. And thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. A lot of the channels that we find in the lottery ticket scratching genre and community show generosity over and above what you typically see on YouTube, and not just within their community, but also out with others as well. You'll hear me mention that regularly with a lot of these creators. So I'm still getting to know Kiss My Scratch, but I'm going to take their latest video and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list now. I believe that we actually just met a couple of days ago during Motor City Scratchers live stream, if I remember right. Pardon me for everything I'm missing in the chat. If anybody has mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or I mentioned TuberChat, Connect, and Grow. That should help me catch it a little bit easier. All that fluff and stuff says that tomorrow's live stream should be 1:30 p.m. It's going to be a little bit earlier than that, but I can't be certain. So it basically, what I've done for tomorrow's stream is set it up for 11:45 p.m., which is the latest I can basically set it up for, right? And I should be home sometime between 9 and 10 p.m. So as soon as I can get home and set up, I'll start the stream early. But I won't change the time until we're just about ready to go, and I've done that many times before. So it should be hopefully an hour or two earlier than what I've got it set right now. You can check the front page for your local time and set the reminder if you'd like to, but I have to do that on holidays. Philip Lemon, if your channel is if your channel is below monetization requirements, do you think it's wise to make another channel? In most cases, I would say no. You have to put some serious thought into whether you want to break off into a second channel. If you're lucky enough to have a variety channel or something that lends itself to the ability to have variety accent the other content, then my suggestion would be to start a series of videos. Right? So for instance, if you had a travel channel and you wanted to do some cooking videos, I don't think that would hurt anything. You might do well to try a few cooking videos and see if they fly and if you enjoy doing them before breaking into a second channel. Because here's the thought. It's a lot easier to get 100,000 subscribers on one channel than it is to get 50,000 subscribers each on 2 different channels, right? I'm sure when I put it in those larger numbers, we can understand how. But the other thought is, how serious are you about YouTube? How serious are you about what you want to come from your YouTube channels? And are you expecting to be here for the long term? Because I decided not to quit before I started. I expect to be here forever. Now, that might change, but I expected already to have been here for 5 years. We're here for 5 years now. I expect to be here for at least another 5, if not 10. That could change. We don't know. We don't know what the world's going to look like 2 or 3 years from now, but it's just a mentality. If you said, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to stop, then a second channel might be an idea, but it is a lot easier to get one monetized than work on the next one. It depends on what you can tolerate as well. We all know that YouTube is more work than we expected it to be. I think 100% of creators would say that. Someone that has 5 channels, yeah, I have 3 right now. I run 4 channels for another creator. I really run 3, kind of does his own thing with one of them, but for argument's sake, and then I consult for a couple of others. But there are lots of creators now who we see breaking into second and thirds, but again, it's more work. You have to decide if you want that. Frasball Collects as well dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. And Chris and Larry Homestead, I've got you on the wheel, ready to go. I'm just making sure I'm cleaning up here. Kiss My Scratch, thank you one more time for your super chat as well. Now, Frasball Collects is bringing us a look at numismatic collectible coins as well as precious metals. And we've likely all seen some of this, right? Here in Canada, it's the post office who seems to do the best job of marketing the same types of things that I see on Frasball Collects. I've watched a few of their videos now. You get an idea there of some of the very special coins, and they can talk to us about what is valuable, possibly what might not be, and then the difference between numismatics and precious metals likely is going to come up as well. And Frasball Collects has been at this for a while. They're very niche. They definitely do one specific thing well. So with 239 subscribers, I'm hoping everybody will connect with them and help them move a little bit farther. I've taken their latest video, put it in my catch-up list so that I can get caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Thank you one more time for that super chat. Again, I really do appreciate that. Frasball Collects is here with us just about every single day and has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter since finding us not too long ago, actually. Philip Lemon. And then thank you so much. Forgive me, I know I have to race through my answers here. Anybody can reach out to me on Instagram as well. I tend not to be able to grab it while we're here live streaming, but I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with, but it's all one word, TuberChat, and I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time, but you can reach out to me there too if there's something that I miss here in TuberChat. Pellets, Perfumes, and Panning has dropped a highlighted milestone message as well. We've seen a couple of those come through. They've been a member for a while now, and I hope I put them on the wheel. Oh my dear goodness, I'm sorry, Tracy, I did not put you on the wheel yet. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is now on the wheel. I add members to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, unless I make a mistake like that. But we've got Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning there. Yeah, Bare Bones Living, I have Instagram. It's all one word, TuberChat. I love, like I said, talking YouTube, talking social media and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be. And I love hearing the different stories or lessons learned or things observed by a lot of creators. You wonder to yourself who's really going to be a loyal and dedicated supporter or follower for you. But you also wonder who's truly going to have your back out there. And on social media, you can find a lot of people. This is where I found a lot of people who you'll hear me say wonderful things about because they have, truly had my back, not just here on YouTube, but out in the YouTube streets, helping by noticing things that are out there that could be both positive or negative, that could affect everybody, but most importantly, help everybody. right? And that's what we're here for. So, BC still waiting. Yeah, we're going to have to see when the wheel's going to spin, but it's going to be for sure. Once you're on the wheel, the channel comes up guaranteed. We've still got an hour and a half to go, or about that. So there's lots of time. Gail Southern Living is in the house. Forgive me for anybody I've missed. Dave Collier Camping, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming back in. Forgive me, I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And Facing Reality, are you the drama? I wonder. Facing Reality is always a shining jewel in the TuberChat family. And forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. I certainly don't mean to miss anything. If I have, just please mention your comment or question again with 3 thumbs up. That should help me see it the next time around. So Chris and Larry Homestead is coming up right now. And I'm not sure if we've had this channel on the screen before. Thank you one more time, Frasball Collects, for your extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. No, Chris and Larry Homestead is fairly new to TuberChat. Now, I think they were here once before. That might have been yesterday. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but this is the first time we're looking at this channel. My goodness, they are really doing spectacularly with almost 8,000 subscribers. So fully monetized, obviously. Hopefully everybody will support them. They've got super chats and memberships available over there as well. I've got to get to know this channel. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your second video here. It's a little bit longer. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well. And hopefully you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Forgive me, Rock Chick Beauty, I must have been catching up with my chat. I missed your super chat that flew by. Thank goodness Scratch and PPA, who you'll hear me say it almost every stream, has my back constantly. He catches just about every mistake I must make, and thank goodness, because it's one thing that can really upset people is when they give you a super chat and you don't mention it. Now, I'm not saying you have to or don't have to. There's a lot to live streaming, and if you're live and you're having to deal with a lot of different things, this is why moderators can help. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I've been in many, many, many different live streams, and I see for myself how people can get upset when their super chats and things like that are not mentioned. Thank goodness that Scratch and PPA is able to catch that for me. And then as well, I'm going to have to do something with my Bottissimo message. You'll notice that right after somebody drops a super chat, there's a link that's dropped by one of the robots right after. What I did not do is put my own name in that message, but I could, and that would make it fly by in orange. I might see it a little bit better even if I missed the super chat. But that's just, detail, something to think about. There's a lot to live streaming. This is why moderators are important. But it's just about time for us to go on break. So I'm going to do that for about 3 minutes. We're going to come back and get to the next channel. Let's spin. Chris and Larry Homestead is now a member. Free Hanley Mayday U, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And we've actually just passed 100. My count says 103. So thank you everybody for those thumbs up. Now, if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. But if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second. Those thumbs up really do wonders for the algorithm. If you are willing to swap playlists with other creators here in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Artist 44, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, I did say, let me make a note for myself. The Artist 44 did a special shout-out video for TuberChat, but they did it as a shorts video. And when we get back after our break, if everybody wants to, at some point, I will show a tutorial on how to share a shorts video, because it can be difficult when it comes to sharing those on your community tab. I'll show you how it can be done and how we've done it. And the last thing I wanted to mention, if anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple people here into TuberChat more today, and then as well could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead. How to set up Super Chat on a phone. So Super Chats and memberships and things, I don't think that can be done on a phone. I think you have to get to a computer, get into your monetization settings to set those. But you must be monetized. You must be a part of the YouTube Partner Program. And you must, to qualify for that, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, or 240,000 minutes over the last 365 days. So, forgive me if that's not clear. We're going to go on break. If you want more information about that, just please reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Twitter I'm not on very often. I only check every few days. But Instagram all day, and Facebook usually once or twice a day. We'll go on break for 3 minutes. We'll come back and we're going to look at Scratch and Pete PA. Okay, we're back, and I'm just going to show you something very quickly. Oh, my dear goodness. Forgive me, I missed my place here. Evangelist Melina Thomas, good to see you back in the house. The BC Family Dispatcher was just asking about Super Chat. So, in your YouTube studio on a computer, you're going to get your menu down the side here. There's different tabs. The Monetization tab tells you where you're going. Or how far you are along towards getting monetized. When you eventually hit the requirements, then you can apply to be a part of the YouTube Partner Program. Probably more than 99% of channels get approved. And then it's an automated process. Once you get in there, there'll be a button that allows you to just simply turn on Super Chats. But I don't think it could be done on a phone unless you're able to hack into the desktop mode on a phone, but I'm sure that has to be a little bit of a headache trying to deal with those big web pages the way they'd be laid out on a phone, but and try. And then, yeah, Runneth Over Garden and Life. Memberships can't be done. So they're not available in some countries as well. Super Chats and memberships both are not available in some countries. But memberships are not available on iOS devices. So when you have an iPad, I believe it's not there. And on an iPhone, it certainly is not there. That's because Apple insists on taking a percentage of any money that is brought in from anything that's done on their platform, and that makes the fees that everybody has to pay too severe. What they do in the case of Super Chats is raise the price for people on an iPhone to offset that extra 30%, but that's why YouTube doesn't allow memberships on iPhones, if that makes sense. And Get to the Farm, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Hopefully that made sense. Rock Chick Beauty, forgive me. Luckily, this is a longtime friend. Rock Chick Beauty's been with TuberChat for at least a year and a half. It's probably longer than that now. And she's seen me make numerous mistakes, but has been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She gave us a Super Chat. She's done that countless times. And for that reason, we're putting her channel up right away. Scratch and PPA had to remind me twice to make sure that we get her channel up. But this is what I'm talking about when you have, friends that truly do have your back. All of our moderators here are dear friends to me. They have been for a long time. They all truly have my back, each and every one of them, and they all have channels of their own. So I hope you'll connect with them if you haven't already. Scratch and PPA will be up next. And forgive me if I've missed anything else in the chat. And then Purple Tube is another longtime friend of PurpleTube is another longtime friend of TuberChat. Good to see you here. So Rock Chick Beauty has over 700 subscribers. Now this creator about 13 or 14 months ago reset and restarted their channel. So they're climbing again solidly and strongly, and of course the idea is, if I could know then what I know now, would I do better? And the thing is, the second time around, Rock Chick Beauty has already had experience both with videos and with live streams, now with the reset and restarted channel with shorts as well. So she mixes up all the different kinds of content. It's pure variety over here, but this is a creator who puts a lot of work into presentation. You can see that in the thumbnails on her videos, and hopefully she'll get a new one out soon because it's been almost a couple of weeks now. But as well, she dresses up her channel. So this banner is fairly new, as well as her avatar. And she freshens those up for different holidays and events around the world as well. Oh, that's interesting, Lori's Tech Time. I'm going to have to see... I'm going to have to check that out if they've changed that. I don't believe that they... I didn't think that they had. I wonder... Maybe it's because they've reserved... sometimes they do things for only channels in the millions or hundreds of thousands and stuff like that. Yeah. I'll have to look into that and see if there's something that I was unaware of. I learn from creators of all, with channels of all sizes every single day. So anything's possible, and we try to stay updated. But thank goodness we have so many generous creators willing to discuss these different things in the chat and engage conversation, because then we can all make better decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. So Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. This is a longtime friend and somebody who truly does have my back, as far as I know, in the last Scratch and PPA has been with us almost from the very beginning of TuberChat, but I think he's only missed one stream since we've ever started. And so he's been here way more than 300 times, probably more than 350 times, actually. And the only reason he wasn't here is because he was getting his internet fixed that day. So that's an example of how supportive Scratch and PPA is to me in particular, or to at least us here in the TuberChat family. The Rose Life, good to see you in the house. I bring it every day. Good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome again. I know we've seen you before. It's been a little while. And Sis Izzy Thomas, good to see you in the house as well. Mr. Bubbles, good to have you here. Scratch and PPA is getting close to 1,100 subscribers. Now, this is a creator who absolutely understands consistency. So they put out a video every Tuesday as a premiere at 12:15 Eastern. And for about 10 minutes, what you see is the fastest chat that you're probably going to see on YouTube. Faster than almost any other. Faster than TuberChat, faster than most. And the reason for that is because he's so unbelievably supportive to so many creators. And that comes back in a rush and flood of high energy and fast-paced chatting, pardon me, that goes along with his premiere. So, hopefully you'll join us. I literally have an alarm on my phone to make sure I don't miss Scratch and PPA's premieres. We could count on one hand how many times I've missed. But he is unbelievably supportive. Now, what you'll find in his content is an interactive series where you're able to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. And it sets his series apart, makes it unique, makes that a lot of fun to be a part of. The premieres are a lot of fun to be a part of. And this is a great example. I'm hoping everybody can take inspiration from Scratch and PPA for the natural instinct that this creator had from the beginning of his series to marry in the outside social networks to bring interactivity into his video series as well. I'm going to go and look after and see how the numbers are on the other social platforms, because Scratch and PPA has been at this for a long time. This is another creator who puts a lot of consideration and thought into presentation. As you can see, everything matches between the banner, the avatar, and the thumbnails. Those just change dynamically based on the content each week, but are extremely similar. So once you've seen one and enjoyed a video from Scratch and PPA, chances are you'll be inclined to click on another one. That goes for all viewers, right? That's the idea. You have to make the right decision for yourself as to whether you want to have different thumbnails for every video like we saw from Rock Chick Beauty, or if you want everything to be fairly similar like we saw with Kristen Welton, if you want to be a little bit more close to the identical mark with Scratch and PPA, or if you want your thumbnails to literally be identical like they are on TuberChat, with the exception only of color change. So there's a lot to consider, right? And this is part of what I talk about when I say that YouTube is more work than we probably all thought it was. So House of X Entertainment is up right now. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now. We've been on for almost an hour and a half. House of X Entertainment Inc. have both been with me for well over 2.5 years. This is It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo together in a joint business channel. These are two of the very first creators to ever have come into a TuberChat live stream. They are extremely generous. They always allow and encourage people to connect. You'll meet more friends through them, and it is because of the generosity of these two creators and their community, people like Vern's Junk Closet, the Hoops Family Network, Brown Girl Bella, and many others, that TuberChat was even inspired. as another growth stream, but the focus being put, of course, on relationships, because I saw how generous these creators and their community are willing to help each other. When I said, hey, I'm going to build another channel to help everybody connect the same way that you guys do, they didn't say, no, don't copy us, no, don't do that, there's too many already. They said, we'll help you build it. And sure enough, like I said, they were. And It's Me Once Then Yes Honey is the very first channel to ever have come into a TuberChat live stream. So after 388 episodes, they're still here with us right now. On their channel, House of X Entertainment Inc., they put a lot of focus on other creators. There are a lot of interviews here. Kristen and I were interviewed together by them. I was happy to be a part of that, and you see a lot of familiar faces in their featured channels list. Yo, it's your boy Leo is also monetized, and of course It's Me Once Then Yes Honey is. They have separate channels for themselves. I'm just going to grab a few videos from these creators because I know I'm behind. And here's the thing, you know, as you grow and your channel gains more and more subscribers and you've got more and more people to follow, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. Now, as long as everybody is doing as much as they possibly can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, hitting milestones, getting monetized constantly. But chances are you will see your friends a little bit less. You know, you go from seeing people every day to every other day to a couple times a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. But it's wonderful when you have creators that are so unbelievably supportive. It's almost like an in real life friendship where you haven't seen each other for years. You run into each other or pick up the phone and it's like yesterday. And that's the kind of thing, you know, and we're all trying to push each other to, you know, continue the success and the channels grow. And it's just interesting to see what, like I keep talking about today, how many people are out there that are willing to have your back, that are truly generous creators willing to support, and we all just have to find each other, and that's what we're here for. So I'm just going to spin the wheel. We get another channel up here right now. And Woman Outdoors is coming up next. This is a creator who's actually been a member for a little while now. And we have a lot of channels that come to us from the gardening or homesteading communities, and they have a lot for us to learn, in my opinion. I am, you know, from the city, and always fascinated by the different things that we can learn from these creators, especially when it comes to self-sufficiency or preparedness, if you want to call it that, and different things. There's lots of ways to save money by doing a lot of things around your house or property, or, you know, wherever you are yourself. That can be done with a lot of these channels, or learned with a lot of these channels. And then, of course, we talk about growing. There's a lot of talk about cooking, you know, your own foods and stuff like that. 348 subscribers for Women Outdoors. We can see they're already having smashing success with their shorts. Already 3 out of 4 out of the gate have already got some serious activity. So hopefully that continues. They got a lot of featured channels here as well. And I'm just going to take your very short video here and add it into my catch-up list, but I'll be caught up, make sure I don't fall behind, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Women Outdoors. Now, they also are somebody who started live streaming, but they are willing to collaborate with others, and I see them out supporting others as well. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams myself, I've run into them many times. Runneth Over Garden and Life is another channel that I'm still getting to know, but I just want to see whether we've had them on the screen. We might have. I think I connected with them. I thought I connected with them outside, but maybe I'm mistaken about that. And hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. I don't mean to miss so many messages, but I do appreciate everybody's patience. If I've missed something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I know it's taken a very long time to get channels on the wheel today. We've been on for about an hour and a half already, but it's almost time for me to start adding names from our chat list, so I'm going to do that soon. We'll get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next hour. And then, like I said, tomorrow's stream is going to be much later. But we still got an hour to go, so we got quite a bit of time. I'm just going to take a April Garden Update Tour video and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your content, get to know this channel a little bit better. The idea, of course, behind putting channels on the screen is so that I can get to know the channels and the content and hopefully eventually the creators and do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. And then 539 subscribers, so it's wonderful to see your community tab out there. I'm hoping we can push these creators towards the 600 that they're thinking about. So I'm going to spin the wheel. It looks like we're able to move a little bit quicker now. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Derek's Journey has 1,350 subscribers right now. Now, this is a creator who wants to motivate us, particularly with fitness, but you can see the generosity in this creator with a lot of featured channels on your front page, or on their front page. Now, when we get into their videos, we're going to see that not only do they motivate us with fitness, they have a lot of challenges that they put out there to collaborate with other creators and things like that as well, but they give us a great look at their family life and the creator behind the channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Derek's Journey. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. And I'm just scanning back the chat. Hopefully I haven't missed too much. It's Saturday. What's for dinner? We're deciding. Kristen has been working on the Easter dinner for our family feast for tomorrow. So for tonight, it might be pizza night. We'll have to see. We might decide something else, but we're probably going to do something like that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Derek's Journey. Like I said, they've been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and a friend for a long, long time. And they are very much interested in helping other creators connect and grow their channels in many different ways, including, like I said, motivation through challenges and collaboration. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. So spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here. It is time for me to get some names from our chat list, which doesn't just go basically on how long you've been here, but also how active you've been in the chat, how much you conversate and interact with other creators, right? So the BC Family Dispatcher is up here for the first time. Now, they were with us for a long time yesterday, but didn't get a chance to be on the wheel or the screen. So we're happy to be looking at this channel for the first time today. And again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 18-minute one here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will turn on your notification bell as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, I added Facing Reality, Come Hither with Heather, and the Bud Files onto the wheel, and I'll get some more names as we need them. Jack the Dark Blue Yoshi, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. 345 Barry, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Come Hither with Heather is up here right now. Another creator who is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. On this channel, what you will find more than anything else is paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We've actually, over the last year and a half or longer, had a lot of channels from the paranormal community come through the TuberChat family now. I've actually been out with a friend of ours named Huntophobia on a couple of, 3 actually, paranormal investigations. Billy J Travels, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Bon Brian Vlog, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome also. Like I said, our instructions are on our video description so that you can maximize your time here, understand how to connect correctly, and have the best chance of all your connections sticking as well. Chris's Clever Craft is in the house. I have a feeling the last day or two I'm like screaming through the house here while I'm streaming. What a lot of people will find is that when you live stream, particularly outdoors, I do a lot of that as well, and I find myself just to be screaming at the phone. Gotta try to notice and calm yourself down. Today's been an unbelievably busy day, but yesterday was too. Yesterday was like a record day. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for those thumbs up. If you haven't already given one, I'll appreciate it greatly. We're already doing spectacularly, but they really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give the thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. Werner's Adventures and Come Hither with Heather, of course, are partners. Their channels feature similar content, but they are separate channels. Werner's Adventures is pretty close in subscriber numbers, actually, with 454 right now. We're hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 500 that will bring them their community tab as well. Runneth Over Garden and Life, thank you so much. Thank you for the well wishes for Easter. Hopefully everybody will enjoy their holidays. I know there's a lot of different ones going on in the world this weekend and this week. Ali's Craft Pursuits came in, and I put them on the wheel right away, and look at that luck. They came up right away. Global Care Outreach, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I know we have a lot of brand new channels coming through the chat today. We did yesterday as well. If you're fairly new to TuberChat and you haven't heard me talk about exactly how the wheel works and how we put channels on the screen, it's run by a robot that you see in the chat called Botissimo. It's left a lot of messages. In the background, that robot also keeps great statistics for not only how long everybody's here in the chat, but how active everybody is, how much you're interacting with other creators. It has an arbitrary calculation that it comes up with. But when I need names for the wheel, I look over at this special leaderboard that they have for me, and then I put channels in order based on what the robot tells me. So that's an idea. So again, it's not just about how long you're here. We're going to get to as many channels as we can in the next 45 minutes or so. And EUJ, thank you still for being here. I know it's been a long stream for right now, but I am going to move a little bit faster through channels, so we should start getting more channels on the wheel faster starting now. Allie's Craft Pursuits has almost 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. She's bringing us every kind of content between shorts, videos, as well as live streams. And when we go over to their recent videos, I just want to make sure I'm not too far behind. We're caught up for now. She hasn't put up a video this week yet, but hopefully she'll have something for us any moment. And Allie's Craft Pursuits has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. We always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. And I'm not sure if I welcomed Paul's Green Space, but good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Billy J Travels. Yeah, we've been at it for a while now. Thank you for the kind words. TuberChat is going to experience its 400th episode in a couple of weeks, and right before or after that will be our 2-year anniversary. I think it falls before. Our 2-year anniversary will be on April 30th, on or about April 30th. All that fluff and stuff. Yes, many of us have to remember not to throw our computers out the window. I've got one now that's broken. It broke for no reason. I've barely used it for anything. I got a fantastic deal on a computer a couple of summers ago, and I've used it only for running playlists for other creators. That's almost all it's ever been used for. It's an HP. And it was a great deal, so it's not like it was an expensive computer or anything like that, but it's already had it. Half the keys don't work. I can't get anything done. It's slow as can be. And I've been on computers for a very long time. It's been, well beyond probably 30 years now. I'm aging myself, but it really has. And that computer, I'm trying to decide it. I'm trying to decide how many stories up, in a building, I want to throw it off the balcony. But we'll see. The most important thing is film it, right? Is a 5-minute video too short to be a premiere? And then just post as a normal video. So here's the idea. So Paul's Green Space, thank you for the question. And thank you, Chris and Larry Homestead. When it comes to premieres, what I think about those, and I do have a handful of experience, right, is you have to make the right decision for yourself. But the thought is, would you make in that 5-minute video more views? Would you get more views in the first 5 minutes for that video if you premiered it or if you published it? And in almost every case, it's going to be premiere. Now, the only thing is, if you have a channel that has less than 500 subscribers, then you could end up in a situation where you premiere and nobody shows up, and it's very demotivating. I've been there, and it sucks. And I don't wish that on anybody. So if you're confident that you will be able to have people, come and visit, then premiering, absolutely, I recommend for everybody to do. You can set up introductions for premieres to give it extra time, and I always recommend 5 minutes. But it's a thought. Oh, Radio City Music Hall, 68 stories. You've been on the roof over there. Interesting. I've never been on a roof of a building that high that I can ever remember. That's the thing, Chris's Clever Craft, These things are investments. All of our equipment is investments, of course. And it's wonderful when you can find a deal. I happen to, for the last many years, have done a lot of eBay, Amazon, Kijiji type work. And for that reason, I'm able to grab not any better discounts than anybody else can find, but I know where they are between auctions and different online sites and different Facebook groups and things like that. I have a monitor that was given to me for free out of a Facebook group, right? And things like that. So you can find stuff. But, I always demand value for every dollar spent, at least when it comes to electronic devices. So it breaks my heart to have to put a computer down after such a short period of time. But I kind of knew when I bought it, it wasn't going to last forever. I'm just disappointed. Yeah, Paul's green space. It's an interesting thought. Forgive me for not remembering how many subscribers you have right this second. Not that that should be a determining factor. The other thing too is, as a premiere, what I would recommend is putting it up far in advance, so that your subscribers get the chance to see that it's coming up in different pages, almost like a notification, many times before it runs, and you have the opportunity to promote it to friends and people before. What you don't want to do is go into somebody else's premiere or live stream and say, hey, I've got a premiere starting now, because that is very much frowned upon, as you can imagine. But if you have a premiere set up and you're telling people on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the community tab on YouTube, if you have it, or other social networks and in different ways, then you can almost guarantee yourself an audience, right? Even if it comes down to text messaging a few friends right before it runs, if you have a channel with a smaller number of subscribers to start with. But as you grow, and especially after the first few times, you'll see that premieres can be very exciting, because it comes with a live chat like a live stream. I wish I did a better job with advice, but I also try not to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. I'm sure I do sometimes. I don't mean to. I try not to. The idea is, of course, just to bring opinion based on the experience I have and the things that I learn, so that we can discuss the things together and then make the best decision for all of our channels, myself included. Cooking with Sharisa, good to see you here. Marty and Jamie, good to see you. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Professional Paranormal Research, thank you still for being here and hanging out. The Stock Explorers back in the house. Good to see you here. They're usually here early, but they're back in right now. The Stock Explorer is getting added to the wheel right now. And Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions, good to see you here. Tracy runs Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. This is a creator who's doing some interesting work on Instagram, sharing for other creators. So you might be able to trade some favors with her if you make friends with her. She has got beauty products and is bringing them to us both through streams, through videos, and through shorts. It's a very focused channel, but she does quite a bit of variety, and sometimes she's collaborating, sometimes she's doing almost like a haul or a top 5 type video. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's mixing up the content a little bit with a couple of these things here. I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into, pardon me, my catch-up list so that I can get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. We don't have a sub count on this channel right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them along. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types. Hopefully we'll get her to 500 soon enough so that we'll see that community tab come out. So I'm spinning the wheel. I'm going to try to move faster through channels. We'll get as many as we can on in the next 40 minutes or so. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team is coming up right now. We'll see what she's got going on for us. This is Georgia Girl. I've had the chance or the luck of catching her many times in her live streams, but she also does shorts and short videos. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. She's an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Has been for a long time. 654 subscribers right now means we'd love to be pushing her a little bit farther towards the 700 that she'll be thinking about. Four Corners Custom Products is in the house. Let's get them onto the wheel as well. I hope I haven't missed any of our moderators coming through. We're having another like almost record day today, so I'm having trouble keeping up with the chat. hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Georgia Girl, and like I said, they will allow and encourage people to connect in their live streams as well. As a matter of fact, I've seen that many times. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oh, that's an interesting move right there. Emotion just dropped a super chat, and you see that it's interesting because on YouTube, Emotion's super chat came through before the highlighted message from Four Corners Custom Products, but the registration on the Stream Boss seems to have gone in some kind of a reverse order there, or it didn't quite make it. The super chat might have not quite registered on there. It's interesting. Emotion's been through that many times before. But Four Corners Custom Products dropped a highlighted milestone message. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while. I've got them on the wheel now. Those messages are available to anybody who is a member on a channel where they are enabled, and they don't cost any extra money. So you get like one of those for free every month. And they come through the chat like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members, if that makes sense. So in the meantime, Four Corners Custom Products snipe the Stream Boss position. And what I'm talking about is the video game life meter you see under my camera there. Every super chat and membership, including those free highlighted milestone messages, knock a little bit of life off of the current Stream Boss, and then eventually when the life runs out, the next person takes over and gets a bit of extra exposure for that reason. So, Emotion is up here right now. Now, when I look for this creator, I look for Emotion New Soul, because the word emotion is so unbelievably popular, obviously. It makes it tough to find this channel. Now, over time, as hundreds of us are continuing to search, find, and click on their channel, they will rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. But it is an official artist channel. This is a talented singer and songwriter who has been a dear friend to me and a friend to all of us here in the TuberChat family for a very long time. He's here as both a moderator and a gold member. So we see this channel every single day, including in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And then as well, his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we've seen. Davis314 family, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Emotion brings us his original works on this channel, usually in the form of music videos, like what we saw last night for the first time, and then as well sometimes in compilations, both in premieres or live streams. We've joined them many times for those, and a few reaction videos to round out the content here. He has a second channel called Writing with Emotion New Soul. We were talking about second channels earlier in the stream. This is an example where a second channel can be a great idea because it accents the content on the first channel, but clearly is a different style of content. So with 700 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 800 that he's thinking about. Writing with Emotion New Soul is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the creative process used in the making of the original music on Emotion's channel. So we get a great look at how the music is made, we get a great look at the creator behind the channel, and he's rounded out the content here with a few more reaction videos as well. So thank you one more time for your super chat, my dear friend Emotion. I really do appreciate that extra support. Again, the Stream Boss much the glitched, so Four Corners Custom Products managed to snipe that position, and they just dropped a super chat on us. So right before we get to Chris's Clever Craft, I'm just going to put Four Corners Custom Products up here. And this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have been for a long time. I run into Four Corners Custom Products all the time. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly, spreading all kinds of support and generosity, engaging conversation for other creators. They've been doing a lot of streaming lately just to chase watch hours, but what we find on this channel more than anything else is a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of merchandise, and a lot of us are going to be thinking about merchandise, when we are considering monetizing our businesses or our channels. So anything from hats to shirts to mugs to frisbees to coasters to vinyl stickers, just about anything that can be printed by Four Corners Custom Products. Their channel is growing rapidly at well over 2,500 subscribers now. They're fully monetized with super chats and memberships available. And we've seen some of their merchandise in a lot of these videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and it's worth noting that we can use this channel not only to learn from when it comes to the process used in making this type of merchandise, but as well we can use them as a resource when it's time to order merchandise. So that can be something to be considered for anybody that's thinking about monetizing in that way. Rake Farmer Freelance, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Four Corners, thank you for these super chats. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times, and again today. So thank you for that. The Bud Files is coming up right now. This is another creator who's fairly new to TuberChat, just finding us within the last couple of months, but they're here almost every day, and I see them out supporting others as well. Now, this is the first time we're having their channel up on the screen, and again, the Wheel of Doom and the way that channels are added is not just based on how long you're here, but also how active you are as well. Thank you for all this extra generous support. Four Corners Custom Products, I really do appreciate that. And like I said, they've done that countless times. Angel Light Over Darkness 33, thank you for coming back in. Thank you for continuing that membership. It's been well over a year. And I look forward to catching you for some more angel numbers as soon as I possibly can. My work weeks are going to start tightening up again, because as the weather gets good, I'm going to have to be outdoors on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I won't be around quite as much as I am right now. So I'm trying to support everybody as much as I can while I can still be on the computer. Did I miss something, the Stock Explorer, or was that for somebody else? What kind of files? The Bud file. Oh, the Bud file. Of course, I'm not thinking. It's right here. Oh, I spun earlier. I got Chris's Clever Craft, and I ripped off his chance. Forgive me, Chris's Clever Craft. Luckily, he's been a dear friend for a long time as well, so I'm sure he will be in a forgiving mood for this holiday weekend. And I do appreciate everybody's patience, especially when I make these mistakes, and for Scratch and PPA, who has to catch all of them. We've seen that multiple times today, and I do appreciate it. You know, hopefully your moderators are able to enjoy your streams and not just be there to moderate and pick up the slack and things like that. But Scratch and PPA has been a dear friend for a long time. So the Bud Files is here with 320 subscribers. So I'm going to take your second video here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then I know you're subscribed to TuberChat because you've been here many times before. Hopefully that notification bell is on so you can catch our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And I always post the streams a couple of days in advance so that you can check the front page, check your local time. I try never to move them once they're set, so that you can plan if you need to. So Chris's Clever Craft is here with 505 subscribers. Like I said, this is a creator who's been a dear friend for a long time. He brings fun everywhere he goes. I'm going to get over to his videos, because on his front page he's got a lot of featured channels, which is great for the generosity. But I am going to see what I can do about adding some more channels onto our chat list, or onto our wheel from our chat list right now. When we look at Chris's Clever Craft and his content, what we see is an interesting property that he brings us around both indoors and outdoors, sometimes for a story to be told, sometimes for a simple look around, and then a lot of times for do-it-yourself videos and other variety, including product reviews or unboxings. Right now he's got an interesting story going on where he's trading some work for a car, which I think is a great idea for a lot of different people. If you have skills that you can use, you know, first of all, you can be paid for those. Secondly, you can trade favors, and there's a lot of that going on online these days. So I'm interested to see how this story ends up turning out, but Chris's Clever Craft is hard at work there, as you can see. And we have a lot to learn from this creator. But like I said, they bring fun with them everywhere they go. And they're extremely supportive. They engage conversation, which is a great service to any host, whether it's in a premiere or live stream. Forgive me, Chris's Clever Craft. I didn't mean to rip off your chance there. I'm not thinking while I'm copying and pasting. Professional Paranormal Research is coming onto the wheel. I'm getting a couple more channels here now. Kicking It with Lulu is going to be on the wheel as well. And Bare Bones Living and EUJ. I think EUJ is going to be seen for the first time today, and then I'll add some more names as we need them. And forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. And Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is actually coming up next as well. I'm just going to put it on there now. We'll get to more channels shortly. I'll get through as many as I can in the next half hour. So Chris's Clever Craft also has a couple more channels. We'll look at those quickly. Phasma is where he plays a game called Phasmophobia. I'm just going to take this... oh, it's not a replay. It's a video. Hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to take this, add this into my catch-up list. And I'm going to head back so we can look at another channel from this creator. When you have more than one channel, I always recommend featuring them on your front page, each channel on the other, so that we can find them easily. Pardon me, when you have more than one channel, when creators hit one of your front pages, they might be inclined to follow you on more than one channel if they know that you have them. Tip the Table is where we're waiting to see a little bit more content from this creator, but we'll see what happens as Chris's Clever Craft continues his journey on all three channels. Four Corners Custom Products, thank you again for another super chat. I'm going to actually put that super chat towards a hot dog for that reason. I do eat hot dogs once in a while. I get very set in my ways, but I never change some of the things that I do. I still enjoy peanut butter and jam sandwiches, and things like hot dogs, you know, hamburgers obviously are common and stuff like that. I will make sure that I have a hot dog. I will probably have one from either Costco or IKEA, just to make the story a little more interesting. But thank you, Four Corners Custom Products. Like I said, they have done that many times. And now you can see they've taken over the whole activity list under the Wheel of Doom there, which is interesting. I think that's the first time anybody's done that, taken over the whole list. But thank you for that, Four Corners. And Mrs. VSNC09 is up here right now. Philip Lemon, you want to add a featured channel to your front page. Oh, of course, thank you. Yes, and I will make sure that I add you as well. And that's very polite. Thank you so much for asking, but absolutely, if anybody does want to trade that favor, Mrs. VSNC09 obviously has done that. We do that with them. They graciously put our music channel on there as well, but I do trade that favor, so if you want to put TuberChat on your front page, I'll absolutely do that as well. Four Corners Custom Products follows a hot dog with a unicorn. I got to go back and see some of these emojis. I don't pay nearly enough attention to the different emojis that roll through on the super stickers, but a lot of funny faces coming through here as well. Four Corners Custom Products, like I said, has been extremely generous, but they've been a fun part of the TuberChat family for a while now, and I see them out spreading that kind of generosity in many different places as well. Oh, all that fluff and stuff. I literally will enjoy a couple of hot dogs with even craft dinner, to be honest with you. I don't mind telling you that. Mrs. VSNC09, 3 months have flown by. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, okay, I see. So when you have... when people are sending these highlighted milestone messages lately, for some reason they all seem to be glitching and it's giving an inaccurate number. Because even looking at that, I think it's been longer. But, the number says 6 months. I'm not sure if that's even right. But, yeah, Mrs. VSNC09 has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Barebones Living, thank you for that. I'm just making a note for myself. I still keep my notes on pen and paper more than anything else. Okay, forgive me. I'm going to try to start moving it because we've only got 25 minutes left. I'm going to get to as many channels as we can. The wheel's almost full right now. So Mrs. VSNC09 brings us a lot of variety. I can't believe I'm falling behind with you, but you're putting out a few short videos. Oh, I see. You've put a few out in the last 24 hours. I'm sorry I missed this stream, but let me just get this. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. I'll catch up with that. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. Now, Mrs. VSNC09 does pure variety, but they also, half of their content or more revolves around the royal family. What you'll find is that they're very versed in their content. Like Mrs. VSNC09 seems to, I wouldn't know any better, but seems to really know what they're talking about and seems to really keep up with their topic. So what that results in, the reason why I put so much focus on it, is because when you catch them for a live stream, you're going to see a very engaged conversation in their live stream. The more you conversate, like true conversation in a chat, the more of a service that is for the host of the channel. Mrs. VSNC09 does an excellent job of leading that conversation. So it's worth following this channel for a number of different reasons, but this is, like I said, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who definitely shows great leadership when it comes to running their live stream and the chat that comes along with that. Thank you, Free Handley Mayday You. I know this weekend is an extremely busy weekend. I think part of that is because I've been able to be out a lot more than usual this week supporting others, but as well with a holiday weekend. I'm supposing that has a bit to do with it because yesterday and today were just both explosive. I'm not sure what to expect tomorrow. We're in a very different time slot. It's a very much later live stream, if that makes sense. Hopefully we'll push Mrs. VSNC09 towards the 2,400 subscribers they're thinking about. I'm going to start rifling through channels. You know, and I keep saying it, but I do hate doing it. I just want to move a little bit further. So all that fluff and stuff, thank you for asking about that. For anybody who hasn't already seen it, the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. In the bottom of every video description should be an MP3 link, and it's a free MP3 that you should be able to just drag right into your editor of choice. If you know how to add audio. In most cases, you know, your video comes up as strips in a timeline, and you can usually just drag audio over or under. You mute whatever you want, let the music run. So it should be that easy. But the free MP3 links are in the video descriptions. It should be at the bottom of every one. But thank you for asking. Again, Garden at Table with Heather Lynn comes to us from the homesteading community. She's been engaging conversation today, for which I am grateful because that sends incredible signals of interest and engagement into the YouTube algorithm. I don't know, I'm tripping over my words now. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn brings us shorts videos as well as longer videos. We have a lot to learn from a creator like this. She is also somebody who I run into constantly when I'm out supporting other creators. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn has built up quite a reputation as a supporter. EUJ, thank you again. Yeah, I've got you on our wheel now, so hopefully we're going to see your channel soon enough. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Faye Blatcher is coming up, and we'll see what she has got going on. This is another creator who's out supporting others, and I run into them regularly. They engage conversation as well as spread generosity. 2,440 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I'm just going to set my reminder for your premiere. I'm setting all reminders for all live streams and premieres that I come across now, and recommending that because it sends a signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. And Faye Blatcher, more than anything else, is doing a lot of beauty tutorials. More than anything else. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. A couple of creators, particularly Tiffany Wears T-Shirts, has been known to joke with me about how many makeup tutorials I must watch, and it's a lot. It's a lot more than I would have ever guessed when I started my YouTube journey. But I do still, as much as anything else, enjoy these videos because I like seeing how things are done, how things are made. I enjoy seeing the progress, especially we all become friends, and those friendships, grow over time, and you're happy to see each other progress, and the different ways that people do their videos, the different quirky things that can come up with our different bloopers and stuff. Some creators put bloopers in their videos and things like that, so I really enjoy getting to know the creators behind the channels for that reason. It makes the content that much more enjoyable. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I did say I'm going to try to start moving it. We've got just under 20 minutes left. We'll get to as many channels as we can. The Stock Explorer is coming up. This is a creator who is bringing us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at the financial world of both stocks and crypto. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I do appreciate that. Oh, Four Corners Custom Products. Yeah, I wasn't realizing it, but every time you give a super chat, as the stream boss, you actually add points to the stream, or to the stream boss. That's that video game life meter under the camera. That's why it's so full again. And the Stock Explorer. So thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before. The Stock Explorer is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Somebody I've had a great time getting to know. They were doing a live stream. I felt terrible about not hopping in on the live stream I caught you with a couple of days ago there. I don't think it was this one, was it? I thought, yeah, maybe it had to be that one. I felt bad. I wanted to hop in, and I keep forgetting, you can hop in on a StreamYard panel without your camera on. But I'm usually working on the computer too, and once you hop in on a StreamYard panel, time really flies. I find that they go by. I've done a few interviews now on other channels. They've turned into 4-hour discussions. I had to start limiting them to ask people to, please let me go after 2 hours, because the voice can't take it, and I usually do them after TuberChat. Paul's Greenspace, thank you for the time that you spent. Forgive me for not being able to get to every channel today. We've just got about 15 minutes left to go. The Stock Explorer is here with almost 800 subscribers. They're already more than halfway on the road to 800. They bring us shorts as well as videos as well as live streams. They often have product in hand, and they're bringing us both information like stock tips, but as well tutorials about the fundamentals and then deep dives into advanced topics like options trading and NFTs and things of that nature. So this is a creator who's very forthcoming about their own portfolio, their own investment choices, and I always think that whether or not you intend to be a stock or crypto investor, it's great to get as much information as possible so that you can continue to make the best financial decisions for yourself regardless of where you're going to consider investing or saving and things like that. Vermont Paint and Photo, thank you for coming in. Thank you, and happy Easter to you as well. I know there's a lot of different holidays around the world and a lot of different special celebrations, so I hope everybody's going to enjoy that. Vermont Paint and Photo has been a long-time friend of TuberChat. And 56 subscribers here for Tropical Buzz. This is a second channel from the Stock Explorer where they're going to bring us more education as they take us along on their experiments growing different types of plants and different things from around the world, and they are in Florida. So I'm looking forward to what we're going to learn there. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. EUJ is here for the first time with 38 subscribers. I'm hoping we can give this channel a warm welcome into the TuberChat family and push them a little bit farther on their road towards the first 100. Now, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I'm going to look for something a little bit longer if I can. EUJ, yeah, I just barely dipped my toe into the crypto market. I don't have very much, but I do have a few last summer. And to be honest with you, they're up, but not spectacularly. They were spectacularly up in November. It almost like basically doubled everything. And they're just way down again because I tend to buy and hold things. It's not like I want to be a full-time crypto trader. So I'm watching them, but it hasn't, I'm still up, but not spectacularly, like I said. So we'll see what happens over the long term. But thank you for asking. Facing reality, no, you're still on the wheel. The wheel does not favor you today. You've been on the wheel. I think you were the first one added to the wheel from the list today. So EUJ, I added this Lions Fight Dirty with Crocodiles video. I think I've seen that. Could I have? No, it has to be impossible. But I've added that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Pardon me just for 1 second, then we're going to talk about professional paranormal research. I know that Makeup Mom and Son just walked in as well. Pardon me for that. Professional Paranormal Research is a channel I'm still getting to know. I've been through a couple of their things so far. I wish I caught that. Oh, not this one. This is popular videos. Let me go to their videos and see here if they've been streaming lately. Maybe not, but hopefully soon. So they're bringing us shorts videos as well as videos. See, I'm still getting to know this channel. I'm going to take this latest video. It's a little bit different here, the tornado weather warning. But I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up. And the idea, of course, is as I feature channels on the screen and get to know your content over a long period of time, I'll eventually do a better job of presenting your channel and promoting you when you're here. So 1,400 subscribers for Professional Paranormal Research. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. Makeup Mom and Son is on the wheel now. They happen to be not only a member, they happen to be a moderator and a gold member. So we always see their channel in the slides that I run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And then as well, their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we've seen as well. Kicking It with Lulu is coming up on the screen right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And this is the first time we're having this channel on the screen, but they've been here before. 182 subscribers. I'm hoping we'll give them a warm welcome into the TuberChat family. I'm going to take this 10-minute video and add this into my watch later list. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. After today, after this live stream in the next 24 hours, I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That will make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. John H. Shelton is coming up next. He's got two different channels, actually. This has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's done at least once, but I feel like two shout-out videos for TuberChat on two different channels. He's got 4,100 subscribers now on his official YouTube channel. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. And it's pure variety over here. Pure variety on both of his channels, actually. Sparkles Hope Chest, good to see you in the house. Never late. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Sparkles Hope Chest has been another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated long-term friend to TuberChat for quite some time. And John H. Shelton is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get to this official YouTube channel. And then when we get to his second channel, John H. Shelton Extras and Bits, we see another channel from this same creator. And he's posted a couple more new videos. These ones tend to be short. I'm just going to grab this latest one, add it into my catch-up list. He's got 879 subscribers now here. I'm hoping we can push him towards the 900 that will put him officially on the road towards 1,000. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up next. And if anybody in the house has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Sweet Fingers Dish, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I thought you were here earlier. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if you're back or if I'm thinking that was yesterday. The days start to blend in together for me when creators are here day after day, which I do appreciate. So Makeup Mom and Son is here with 1,170 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her towards the 1,200 that she's thinking about. She just put a video out a few hours ago. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list, make sure I stay caught up, and don't fall too far behind. Makeup Mom and Son has been a dear friend for a very long time. She's a very much loved and well-respected creator. She brings us a lot of variety on her channel, particularly lately. A lot of unboxings, taste tests of different things, and product reviews as well. But she's known to do vlogs. She's known to do a lot of live streaming, sometimes random. She often has people come and join her on StreamYard panels. She's also very generous in hopping in with others and sharing content and collaborating in that way as well. Pardon me. And she has a lot of interviews on her channel in a series called What's That Channel About? I'm just going to see if I can find one of these. It's been a little while since she's had those, but I was honored to have been featured in that series. Where are they all? Oh, here it is. Yeah, they're right in front of me here. This is one of the ones here. Unstable TV is a friend of TuberChat. You'll find a lot of creators from the TuberChat family have been interviewed by Makeup Mom and Son, but you'll find as many or more that you'll be introduced to for the first time. And she does a thoughtful and thorough job. Her live streams usually end up hours long, as a matter of fact. But she is a shining jewel in the TuberChat family. Hopefully everybody will connect with her. Like I said, she's here not only as a member, but a moderator. All of our moderators are dear friends to me. They have been for a long time, and they all have channels of their own. So I hope you'll check them out. Yeah, Facing Reality. We've never seen this before. I have to tell you, now that we're down to the last 2 channels on the wheel, I'll put another couple of channels on there, but I almost want Sparkle's Hope Chest to come up next, and then I can say we'll save the best for last with Facing Reality. Sparkle's Hope Chest, just so you know why I would pick on that, is because Facing Reality's been on the wheel almost the whole time. Now, it took me at least an hour, if not an hour and a half, to even start getting channels on the wheel from the chat list, but Facing Reality was number 1, which means they had been most active the whole time before, probably here one of the longest amounts of time as well. So it's kind of funny, because we've seen a few times where Facing Reality has been added to the wheel and then comes up almost right away. So today's a little bit ironic, but it's interesting. So Barebones Living is up here right now. They've already added TuberChat to their front page, so I'm going to return that favor if I haven't already done it. I think you just said you're doing it right now. So yeah, I've made a note of that, but I'll make sure I get that done. 269 subscribers for this channel. I'm still getting to know their content. If I'm right, they come to us from the homesteading community, but with a name like Barebones Living, I think we have an opportunity to learn a lot from this channel, and possibly even in the line of saving money as well. So I'm hoping everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, we'd love to push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I've got their latest video in my catch-up list so that I can get caught up. I can't believe that the wheel is listening to me now. You know, I just said I wanted Sparkle's Hope Chest to come up next, and I think the wheel decided just to go against me for that reason. So Facing Reality is up here right now. Sparkle's Hope Chest is still on the wheel. I'll add another couple of names in a moment here. Let me go through my Bautissimo list and see what I can do. We won't get to everybody. I do have to go in 5 minutes, but I will get another couple of channels up. Facing Reality has 922 subscribers. Now, this is a creator who always engages conversation in the chat. She spreads positivity and motivation. You'll notice from her banner, she says positive messages in a fun way, but she spreads that not only through her own content, but everywhere she goes, both here in TuberChat and everywhere else, and I run into her frequently as well, supporting others. She's an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, somebody who's not afraid to ask questions and not afraid to share lessons learned along the way to help other people. And that's, you know, I always put a lot of focus on generosity, because we know that by giving much more than we expect to receive, we end up getting it all back, and usually more, as a matter of fact. So Facing Reality is a shining example of that. I'm just going to spin the wheel. And Sparkle's Hope Chest is going to be coming up now. We look at this channel just about every day. Sparkle's Hope Chest and her daughter, Wolf Spirit Productions, are both very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They've both been members here for a long time, but they're both here with us almost every day. And I'm just grabbing a link for us. We're going to talk about Sparkle's Hope Chest in a quick second here. This is a creator who brings us pure variety on their channel. Just dropped a link. I'm going to try to pin it, and that will help us go to a raid. Panama City is live right now doing an outdoor live stream. We will, I believe, be rating them for the first time. Klastic TV, my goodness, thank you so much for the generous super chat. Klastic TV happens to be a member as well. But I will put your channel up right away for that reason, so thank you for that. And Sparkle's Hope Chest, like I said, brings us pure variety. They actually do a lot of series of videos. So they got some Happy Mail videos. They've got collaborations, particularly with Wolf Spirit Productions, because Sparkle's Hope Chest is mom to Wolf Spirit Productions in real life. They have separate channels. They run them differently. Sparkle's Hope Chest now has 377 subscribers. Most notably, one of the things that she's been doing is this Motel Life series. Now, I know it's not appropriate for every channel, but I do enjoy when I get to know the creators behind the channels, and Sparkle's Hope Chest gives us a great chance to get to know her in this Motel Life series, where she talks about what's going on in her life right now and what's been happening lately. So when we look at Wolf Spirit Productions, that's her daughter, who happens to be a truck driver. They're on the road today likely, but they are both here almost every day. Wolf Spirit Productions brings us a different variety of videos, a lot of other series as well, and another great look at their home life behind the channel. They collaborate with other creators when they can, particularly Sparkle's Hope Chest and Brenda Davis. They've got a few series, including Jester's House. Their furry friend has at least 2 of their own series. And Wolf Spirit Productions brings us, like I said, a lot of different varieties, some diamond painting, Happy Mail videos, product reviews, BarkBox, subscription service. So it's interesting to see these different types of variety and a mother-daughter combo with separate channels that support each other so greatly. So I'm just going to look for a channel in the chat. I probably have to refresh the page. Elastic TV, I didn't mean to spin, but I'm going to get your channel up right now. Thank you one more time, Sparkle's Hope Chest. And like I said, Sparkle's Hope Chest and Wolf Spirit Productions have both been members for a very long time. Elastic TV is up here right now. This channel brings us delicious looking content. They've also started with some shorts videos, so we'll see if that continues. I can see I'm going to fall behind already, so I'm just going to take your coconut ice grater cake recipe. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. They've been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while. Elastic TV happens to be a member, but they came in here blazing with a super chat today, so we just put that channel immediately up onto the screen. And I think, as a matter of fact, we've run ourselves out of time. Oh, I might have a problem here. Oh, I think Panama City might not be there. I just dropped a link. I'm going to have to replace that. So if you want to give me another second, we'll find another channel to raid. I always want to raid because there'll be other channels live, and I'll find somebody right now where we can continue. I've got one in mind where we can continue to connect the same way that we do here in TuberChat, hopefully. Let me get another channel onto the screen while I try to get this done in the background. Yeah, it just ended. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. Mama French Girls, thank you for coming back in. Jack the Dark Blue Yoshi, I'm just going to get you right onto our screen. Thank you one more time, Elastic TV. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. And we're looking at this channel for the very first time with 763 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, give them a warm welcome into the TuberChat family, push them towards 800. I'm just going to set reminders for your next 2 live streams. Hopefully I'll make it. But I'm going to take one of your... I'm going to look for a longer video. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm going to take this 20-minute video and add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course. I will subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I've just dropped a link again. That's going to be for Joy Blessed Life. We've joined them before. And they are live right now. They're doing another outdoor live stream. They always have something interesting going on. Joy Blessed Life is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so I hope everybody will hop over. Please say TuberChat Raid when you get there. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give them a thumbs up on the way in. I appreciate every moment everybody spend. Forgive me for the channels that we didn't get to today, but we've been on for 2.5 hours. I do have to go now. We're back tomorrow at a very different, much later time. Please check the front page for your local time zone. Monday we'll be back in normal fashion, and hopefully everybody will enjoy their holidays. We're celebrating Easter here, but I know there's different holidays. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the rest of their weekend, and I will see you over there with Joy Blessed Life. I'll drop the link again in another moment. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.